Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for finding me on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my next videos. And you can follow me on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter because I'm not cool, but you can follow me on Instagram. I'll put my little handle here. But yes, if you're new here, that's okay because so am I. So if you've seen any of my videos that I've made before, they are honestly kind of all over the place. They are kind of like vlogs of days in my life, which is fine, but honestly, I've just made several of those videos that I've posted so far mainly just for practice for myself. Like, I'm learning to do this. I'm learning to vlog. I'm learning like what type of content to film. So what I wanted to do with this channel and what I'm going to start doing more of now is start doing more videos on different topics. So today's video, I'm going to show you some of my skincare routine that I've been using since we've been in quarantine. I've given my skin such a break and it's honestly been so helpful for me. Just a little bit of background on my skin. I'm not going to do this whole video about what type of skin I have, but I have kind of a combination oily/dry skin, and something that I've struggled with my whole life. I used to have cystic acne really bad in high school, and I know exactly what it was from. I was a soccer player in high school, and I was constantly wiping my face like that, and that is exactly what that came from. It was pretty bad in high school, and so since then, I've been left with these kind of red marks, like hyperpigmentation in some areas of my skin, and that's always been like the number one thing that I've been kind of insecure about. But in the last year, I have started doing microneedling sessions at a clinic in Nashville. They are amazing. Silk Clinic. I'll tag them here if you're in the Nashville area. I cannot recommend them enough. I've seen really great results with it so far. I'm going to continue doing it. But back to the point of this video. So what I'm going to do is show you the skincare products that I've been using for the last few months since I've been at home, not wearing makeup as much. And then I'm also going to show you if there ever are days that I do wear makeup. If I have like a work meeting and I need to be on the video conference call, I'll put a little bit of makeup on. It's not much, and I think I've perfected kind of that like no makeup look. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. So we'll get started with skincare, and then I'll share a few little tips that I've learned along the way. I finally found a great use for my textbooks, guys. College textbooks that I never thought I would use again. I put my tripod on them, and it's been perfect. This is so freaking hard. I wish you could see me struggling at this right now. I'm just going to have to lean down. Okay, so the first product that I use every single morning when I get up is my face cleanser. It's the Purity One Step Facial Cleanser. So we're gonna go ahead and wash the face. Okay, so face is nice and clean. This lighting is freaking horrible. Oh well. Next, I am going to use, this is the Hoola Probiotics and Superfood Eye little gel. What is this? Like an eye stick, I guess it is. So this is really nice. It helps to cool and brighten your under eye area. So I actually like using this first thing when I wake up. Helps me feel a little bit more awake and well rested. Next, always use a vitamin C serum. I actually didn't know this, but my RN at my skin clinic told me to always use vitamin C serum in the morning as part of your morning routine. I was using it at night. I didn't know any better, but she told me that the sun actually activates the vitamin C, and so you want to put that on in the morning, and then when you go about your day, it's going to activate. So I use the Mad Hippie. Focus. Oh my gosh, yes, there we go. So just a couple little drops of that. Next, I use my eye cream. This is the Mario Badescu Glycolic Eye Cream. It's very creamy. It makes your eyes feel very hydrated. Okay, so this is me being a really bad YouTuber because I'm filming this video and I don't have everything that I use. I did not pack my SPF, but always, every single day, even if you're not going outside, wear your SPF. It is so important. You don't want wrinkles, okay? Wear your SPF. So that would typically be the next thing that I put on all over. Neck, chest, back of your neck, ears, all over. So then the very last thing I go in with after my SPF is my moisturizer. I use the good old Pond's dry skin cream, and this stuff has been around forever. My mom used this when she was a kid. Your grandmother probably used this. It's been around so long, but it's so good. It's really gentle. It's not harsh on your skin. So just go ahead and rub that in. Also, do y'all like the shirt? Baseball's back! Alright, so that's it for my morning skin routine. Of course, I brush my teeth and put on deodorant and all the stuff you're supposed to do when you wake up in the morning. But as far as skincare, that's all I've been using. I've really loved using my vitamin C, and then the Hoola eye stick has really helped me a lot. And if I ever have a little breakout, I just use this. Oh my god. How do YouTubers do this? There, okay. Am I doing this right? I don't know. You've seen this. You know what it is. Okay, so skincare routine is done. On to makeup routine. This YouTube thing is hard. I have to carry all this crap just to come in a different room. Okay. I literally have no idea how I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, it's freaking hot in here. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna go for kind of a no makeup look. This is basically just my go-to when I want to look halfway decent for a video conference with my boss. And, you know, we're all working from home and are most likely wearing pajamas all day, so there's that. Okay, so first thing I do, primer. I have really come to like the Benefit Porefessional. I literally don't know how YouTubers do that. How are you supposed to do this? Do I cover my face? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, my battery's flashing. Hold on. We back. Maybe we good. Anyways, I was using the Benefit Porefessional primer. I used to struggle with pretty big pores, and I have a pretty oily T-zone. Most people do. So I just take a little bit of this. I don't even use it all the way around my face. Just mainly kind of in my T-zone where I'll get pretty shiny throughout the day. So you can already tell that's helping a little bit. Next, I will say if I did have any really bad red spots, which I might use that. I might put it on this here. I don't have any breakouts right now. Sometimes I do, but I'll cover this spot here. So I use the Boing by Benefit concealer. This has been my favorite concealer. I always love concealers that come in a little kind of pot like that. They always seem to be a little bit more concentrated and a little bit more full coverage. So like you can tell that little dot is pretty much gone. Okay, so next I will go ahead and put on my foundation. This has been my favorite foundation. It's the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the matte and poreless one, and you can get it at the drugstore, you can get it at Walmart. I prefer this over, like I don't have it with me, I have a Lancome foundation as well. I kind of prefer this, not gonna lie. It's really good, it's affordable, and it works for what I'm wanting. So I use the shade 238, that's kind of my summer shade. It's called Rich Tan. So I did just get back from the beach a few days ago. So I do have a little bit of color, but I just put some of that on the back of my hand. I use my fingers. Okay, make sure you put it on your neck because you don't want your neck to be real white and your face to be real tan. That's not a good look. And then I just put my foundation on with a beauty blender. Please do not judge me. Mine is terribly nasty. I need to wash it. But just a damp beauty blender, it seems to really work for me. So I'll just go in. I've never talked while I was doing this. Alright, so blend on your neck first. Make sure to get behind your ears. And then just start blending the little dots. Alright, so that's blended out. Make sure to get your ears. So this foundation dries to a pretty MAC coverage, hence the matte and poreless, which I like. It tends to be almost powdery, sort of, but in a good way. Like, it covers really well, but it finishes really light, so. Okay, and also, especially during the summer, I don't like it to look like I'm wearing a whole lot of makeup. It's just not my style. So I tend to go pretty light on the foundation. You can always add more. It's just a you-know-what to take it back off if you put too much. So there's that. All right, so next I go in with concealer, like under eye concealer. This is, my favorite's the Tarte, I keep doing that, Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have yet to find anything that's better than this, so waiting for the day when that happens, but this is the shade 29N Light Medium. But I just do like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so hard to see myself. And then I do just a couple of dots on my nose, and 1 dot on my chin, and 2 little dots up there. So mainly what I use this concealer for is not actually concealing, but more like highlighting certain areas. So just do it like that. And then blend. I just realized I have no idea how I'm going to show you how I do my brows and like my eye makeup stuff, because I legit can't see anything. Like, I might as well be doing this without looking. Alright, so that's blended out pretty well. Just gives a little bit of highlight under the eyes. Alright, so next, since we did that, we are going to go in and set the concealer that we just put on. So I use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores translucent powder, but I get just a little bit of it in the cap. And all I'm doing is going back in the exact same areas where I just put the Shape Tape concealer, just to set that and make sure that doesn't slide off my face during the day, because if you're like me, you are a freaking sweaty pig in the summer. Next, we are gonna go in with just a regular face powder to set my entire face. So I also use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade 230, and just a big old fluffy brush. And I'm just going to take just a little bit of that and set like mainly the areas that I did not set with the translucent powder. I have a makeup brush hair in my nose. Next, if you don't want to do this step, totally fine. It kind of is one of those like extra steps that I personally like. I don't necessarily contour. This is more of like a bronzing process for me, but usually if you bronze, you use a much bigger bronzer brush than this. Some people would say this is a contouring brush, but I'll show you how I do it. You can do it totally different if you want. This is a MAC brush, 109 maybe. And then I just use the Hoola bronzer. It is my absolute favorite. So I just kind of dab, 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 and then I always get that excess product off. And then what I'm going to do is kind of contour, kind of bronze. I'll just go in and kind of make that line where I want it, and then kind of blend it up. So, oh, this is really hard. Hold on. So I'm blending it up my cheeks a little bit and kind of up on my temple. So you can kind of see that line that I've made. And so what I'll do, I'll just kind of keep tapping around in my bronzer to get a little bit more and do the same thing. And yes, you have to make this face when you do bronzer. It just is what it is. Okay, and so I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but I use Kim K's tips and tricks for bronzing and highlighting. She always suggests do a number 3 around your face. So if you can see that, a little number 3. So the next step after I do my cheeks, which is the middle number 3, I just kind of take what's left on the brush and bronze the top of my forehead just like that, because if you're outside and you're in the sun, that's where you're gonna get sun anyways. Then that's the middle. And then for the last little part of the 3, you want to just bring that down your jawline right there, which helps with defining your jawline just a little bit. I love this trick. And then the last little thing I do with bronzer, totally optional, I will take the same bronzer brush and squeeze it like this, dip just a teeny tiny little bit in my bronzer, and then go up and down the sides of my nose like that. Just kind of defines your nose a little bit. Next, I do just a tad bit of blush, just a tad. I almost feel naked without it. I use the Milani Baked blush. So this is in the shade 05 Luminoso. What I love about this blush in the summertime, it's really light. It's a very pinky, corally shade. So it's not super pigmented. It's just enough to look like you've kind of been out in the sun for a minute, which I like. And it's got this really pretty, I don't know if you can tell, it's got this like kind of highlight to it. So it kind of already gives you a little bit of a highlight. Next, this is like an extra little thing if you just want to. You don't have to, because this is like an everyday makeup thing. I tend to do just a little bit of highlighter, a little tiny bit. And one of my favorite highlighters is the Stila. I say Stila. Is it Stila? Stila. This is in the shade Kitten. And this is so pretty. Like, I love how this looks. It almost makes your face just look almost like wet, sort of. Like, it's not very intense. It's just kind of a, can you see that? It's just kind of like a little natural glow. And so I actually love using this in the summer to make your skin look real glowy and real dewy. Okay, so next, if you know me, I am naturally blonde. I do get highlights in my hair, but I am naturally blonde. Therefore, I do not have any eyebrows or eyelashes. So I can't ever get this far with makeup and not do my eyebrows and a little bit of eye makeup. It's just part of what I just have to do to feel like a human being and not an alien. I will do my brows really quickly. I'm probably going to do this off camera because I can't see anything that I'm doing right now. Can't see a thing. That's why I keep looking over here. But I'll tell you what I do. So I use a little spoolie brush. This is just by Tarte. Not sure what this came with, but just a little spoolie brush. And then my all-time favorite brow pencil is the Anastasia Brow Definer. And this is in the shade Soft Brown. I'll fill these in really quickly and then I'll show you what I do next. BRB. Okay, so see the difference? Blonde people problems. This is something that I just have to do because I feel like a boy if I don't do my brows, so there's that. If I do kind of a natural makeup look, I don't really spend too much time getting them like perfectly defined. It's okay if they're a little bit, you know, I don't want to say messy, but like natural looking. So I just filled that in. I'm just going to brush it up and then I'm going to do the other one really quickly. Have you guys ever heard the expression, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins, like they're not supposed to look exactly the same? I swear, mine are not even hardly related. They're probably like distant cousins twice removed or something. It's so funny, but yeah, I think naturally they grow pretty different. It's actually funny, the reason behind that. I think this was 8th grade, like going into freshman year of high school. My travel team, where I played soccer with my travel team, I had a really bad contusion on my forehead. I played defense and I was guarding this girl. One of her defenders passed the ball way up to her in the air, so she goes up to head it. I went up to head it at the same time, go up, and then all of a sudden just connect with the back of her head. So like the front of my head connects with the back of her head. I didn't know what happened. I've dropped to the ground. and then immediately like popped back up and was looking for the ball. And all I could hear was all of the parents on this sideline over here were like, Chelsea, stay down, stay down. And I'm like, what? Okay. And so I got back down to where my coach could call, and we got a timeout, and he pulled me off the field. I didn't really know what happened. And then I was like, okay, wow, my head hurts. And so I honestly can't even remember which eyebrow it was. It's funny though, when I was getting my microneedling session done, my nurse actually asked me, she was like, have you ever had an injury to your eyebrow? Like there's an indention in my facial structure. It didn't split my eyebrow open. It was just a really bad bruise. I had this huge black eye. It was so bad. The black eye like went over to the other side of my face. It was so funny. I'll see if I can find a picture to put up here. But yeah, it was pretty bad. So since then, my eyebrows are a little bit different. But that's okay. I have a good story to tell. So eyebrows are done. The next thing we're going to do is go in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. The label has completely worn off of this, but that's what that is. This stuff is literally like super glue. Like your eyebrows will not move the entire day, I promise. So next I'm going to put on just a hair of eyeshadow. First I'll just kind of dip my brush in these two. No idea what shadows these are. I'm so sorry. I think they may have been from MAC at one time, but like any neutral colored eyeshadows will do. Some of you out there that do makeup really well are probably cringing at me right now, but it's okay. So after that, I go with this middle shade. I keep looking. This middle shade, which is a little bit more kind of a warm caramelly color. All right, so that's what we're working with right now. And then next, I take a little definer brush. Sorry, you probably can't see that. Little definer brush. And then I go in with this middle kind of darker brown color. I do this sometimes when I don't want to wear eyeliner too, but I'll go, oh my God, I can't see what I'm doing. I'll go right on my lower lash line. Can't see. Yeah, okay. And just give my lower lash line a little bit of definition. Again, being a blonde person, you cannot see my eyelashes at all. So that gives me a little bit, that gives me a little bit of help. Next, I'm gonna go in with this little, I don't know why I keep holding that up. This is kind of a little, like a blending brush. This is the Morphe M321 if you're interested. But then I just go back in with that same kind of warm caramelly color in the middle, and I just blend that dark brown out. Next, if you want a little you know what I'm saying, to your everyday look, I will go back in with the same highlighter we used before, or any highlighter, and this little bitty baby brush. Get a little bit on there and go into the corner of my eye. You see that? See the little difference that it made? Just kind of blend that. And then you can also do the same that I literally can't see, and put a little bit below your eyebrow just to highlight the brow. I think this is my messed up eyebrow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was my left one. Okay, so that is it for eye makeup. Next, what we're gonna do is eyeliner and mascara. I use black eyeliner. This is so weird. It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Anti-Aging Gel Liner. Does this thing really keep me from aging? I highly doubt it. I just like the eyeliner, okay? So it is black brown. It's called black brown. What I do, you are not supposed to do this at all, so do not take my advice. Don't do this. I don't know how to tell you to do it differently, but this is so bad for your eyes. I pull my lid on up and put that little eyeliner up in, oh, I just poked myself in the eye. That's what I get. We about to get real friendly up in here because I can't see. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't mind me, just stabbed myself in the eye a couple times. And so for mascara, This is one of my favorite mascaras. I will warn you, it's a little bit, it's not very user-friendly. You kind of have to like know what you're doing with this mascara because it can be very messy. And watch, as I say this right now, I'm probably going to end up with it on my face because I don't have a mirror in front of me. But this is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. The wand looks like that. I actually really like dark lashes and like that dark eyeliner because it just helps my eyes stand out a little bit, and I need all the help I can get. Oh, that's fun. Yep, that's what I just did. Cool. Give me just a second, I'll be back because I am gonna make a mess. So that's what we've got. You can tell I got that all over my freaking eyeball because I told you I would. Let's see if we can get that off. Okay, so the very last step, we're gonna go in with a little bit of setting spray. I use the NYX Dewy Finish. So I actually use the Dewy Finish in the summertime, and I also have the very same product. They have a matte finish, so I like to use that in the wintertime when I don't want to look as, you know, glowy. So alright, that is it. That's it for the makeup. Yes, yes, we like it. We like it. It's glowy. It's dewy. Since we are at home, I typically just have a lot of phone calls during the day. Not very often do I actually have to turn on my camera. But when I do, this is the look I go for. This is the like, she might be in pajamas, but she's still kind of trying look. But yeah. That's that. Hope you liked. Let me know if you use any of these products. Comment below and let me know if you try any of these out. But yeah, hope you like it. My last little tip for skincare, y'all knew it was coming. I am really bad at this, so I'm actually like preaching to myself as well. I'm working on it, I promise. Drink your freaking water. If you don't know how much water you should be drinking, take your body weight in pounds, cut it in half, and then that's how many ounces of water you should be drinking. That's how many ounces of water you should be drinking on a daily basis. Keep up on your water. But yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'm sure this is gonna be kind of long. I'm gonna try to cut it down to where it's not so long, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This was a little bit different from my like vlog style videos that I've been doing. Let me know how you like this. Was this interesting? Did you get bored? Let me know. But other than that, hope y'all have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.